A slot machine returns about 90 cents on every dollar. The lottery returns about 50. It is the worst returning bet most people will ever make. It is also the only one they feel good about. Here is what the ticket is actually selling you. The jackpot is $300 million. The ticket costs $2. $2 for a shot at 300 million feels like nothing. That is the entire design. The price is small enough to feel free. The prize is large enough to feel possible. Neither of those feelings is the math. Most people are not buying a ticket. They are buying a daydream, and the daydream is cheap. The problem is what the daydream costs once you add it up. The right question is not whether someone wins. Someone does. You see them on the news. The right question is what you receive back for every dollar you hand across the counter. That number is called expected value. It is the average return on a bet over time. Every casino in the world knows its expected value exactly. So does every state lottery. The player almost never asks. Here is where your $2 goes. By design, about half of all the money spent on the jackpot game is paid back out as prizes. The other half is not. It funds state programs, retailer commissions, and operating costs. That split is not a secret. It is published. Roughly 50 cents of every dollar is gone the moment you buy the ticket. Not when you lose the drawing. Before it. A roulette wheel takes about 5 cents on the dollar. A typical slot machine takes around 10. The jackpot lottery takes 50. Almost no legal bet returns less. None is anywhere near this popular. Now look at the prize you are actually chasing. The odds of winning the Powerball jackpot are 1 in 292 million. That number is too large to feel real. So make it concrete. There are 3 drawings every week. Suppose you played every single one. Buy a ticket for all 156 drawings every year for your entire life, and you would still expect to win the jackpot once every 1.9 million years. Not once in a lifetime, not once across tens of thousands of them. But people will tell you they win. They are not lying. The odds of winning any prize are about 1 in 25. That sounds reasonable. Here is the catch. The most common prize is $4 on a $2 ticket. On that one ticket, that is a real gain. It is also rare, and it does not move the average. Across every ticket you buy, the return stays near 50 cents on the dollar. The small wins are structured to keep play going. They are the part of the 50% that feels like winning. Here is the version closest to your own life. $20 a week, a normal habit, not reckless, just routine. $20 a week is $1,040 a year. At the lottery's 50% return, your expected loss is about $520 a year. Every year, by design. Over a decade, you spend more than $10,000 for the steady expectation of getting about half of it back. You were never buying a chance. You were buying the feeling of a chance, weekly, at full price. Now suppose you beat the 1 in 292 million anyway. Even that win is smaller than the billboard promises. The advertised jackpot is an annuity, paid over 29 years. Take the cash instead, and it drops to about half. Then the tax arrives. Federal withholding starts at 24% and settles near 37% for a prize this size. State tax can take up to another 10%. A recent record jackpot of $1.7 billion paid out about $490 million in the winner's account. The biggest prize in the building pays out a fraction of what it advertises, and the advertisement is the second half of the product. The jackpot is printed in giant numbers on the highway. The odds are not printed anywhere near it. When the jackpot grows, ticket sales spike. But the larger the prize, the worse your odds of keeping it whole, because more players means a higher chance of splitting it. The moment it feels most worth playing is the moment it is mathematically least worth playing. The system is not hiding the math. It is counting on you to feel instead of calculate. So here is what the math actually says to do. First, stop calling it an investment or a chance. It is an entertainment purchase with a 50% built-in cost. If the daydream is worth that to you, name a number and stop there. Treat the ticket as already spent the moment you buy it. Second, compare it honestly to the alternative. A dollar kept in your pocket is worth $1. A dollar spent on a ticket is worth about 50 cents. Doing nothing beats playing on average every single time. The lottery is often called a tax on people who are bad at math. That framing is not quite right. It is a cost paid by people who were never shown the expected value. You have now been shown it. A slot machine returns about 90 cents. The lottery returns about 50. The prize was always real. The odds were always the product.